Iraq higher than Turkey. I mean, eventually Twitch was like, wait a minute, we've been giving out Prime subs in other people's currencies for years and losing way more money than we should. So I'm surprised it took them this long to like crack down on it, essentially. Although I don't even know if it was like a we didn't realize thing as much as like we can handle it, like, you know, let's be supportive. But eventually they're like, hey, we're not making money, and we need to fix this. But where's this fucking turtle at? Should be around here, you know? It's not even available in India? Prime? That's somebody gifted. Yeah, I'm curious. We've had that in this channel. We have a couple of guys from Turkey. One of them's a T3 sub, and they've, like, gifted subs and stuff. I don't know how exactly the dollar conversion works for that. Because if I get, like, the way it works for me is if I get a sub point, one sub point represents your 70% cut of, well, to be fair, I guess what used to be $5 American. I actually don't even know how that's going to change now with the $1 increase. Either way, that's the way it used to work. So if somebody gifted subs from Turkey at obviously a largely reduced rate in terms of conversion, it still gives me the sub points. So I'm not... Like, it seems like you're cheating the system, but somewhere along the line, I don't think you actually do. Alright. Is there a picture of these anywhere? Oh, God. I have to check the Fextra one, aren't I? I hate those guys. Hanging from a cliff. Yeah. Second is far to the southeast of the Moonlight Altar, sitting at the edge of a cliff. The third one I remember. That's why that Spirit Spring was there. I don't fucking remember this one, though. Does anyone remember where this one is? Exactly? Might as well tell me. I'm literally just Googling it at this point. T1 for you costs less than $2 US. Yeah, see, like, that's what I'm wondering, though. Like, I don't know how that works, because if you subscribe and you pay $2 for your subscription, that counts as a sub point for me. And that should be a paid sub that is worth, you know, like $3.50 US. But obviously that doesn't make sense. And they're losing money big time there. So maybe they changed how the sub point system works, but as far as I know, that's not the case. On account of, you know, my paychecks. Or maybe they did, I don't know. Why do you hate Fextra Life? Because they were fucking view-botting assholes. It was mass drama with them. I don't even know if they stream on Twitch anymore now. But they're massive view-botters. And with embedding on their site. And eventually everyone in the community got pissed, and as Tally calls him, Hall Monitor Gothalion got on the case too. And it became very public knowledge the past few months of what they were doing, even though they've been doing it for years. Charlie, man, you can teleport via grace after interacting with the statue that gives. Oh, that's what it is? Oh, I see, okay. So they're not even spawned right now. Did Fextra get bumped by Gothalion? Yeah, it did. And then, like, everybody started teaming up against them and stuff. I mean, to be fair, like, I appreciate that they might have good resources in some things, but they're super fucking scumbag about their shit. So, sorry if you're a fan of them, but they are we're not doing good stuff on Twitch. How they were handling stuff. I've been 70-30 revenue split for like a decade. If I didn't have 70-30 split, I honestly don't think I could stream full-time right now. So, if we ever lose that, that's a problem. But we've had, they used to do 70-30 split via, they used to do 70-30 split via contract. and it used to be a perk that like orgs would get, and like bigger streamers, or not even necessarily bigger streamers, just like prominent enough streamers and stuff like that. So like back in the day, you know, one of the perks of like joining team method for raiding was like their stream team, and then you get bumped up to like 70-30 split if you're not, etc. But now they've made this Partner Plus program. But what I'm getting at is that if you have an original contract from times when they used to sign people like that, which I do, you're basically locked into 70-30 until either that expires, in which case they put you on Partner Plus, or they, like, I don't know, you get in trouble and they terminate you or something. I don't even know if my thing expires. I should probably look in, like, there's no expiry date on my contract, but yeah. Bro, I don't know where the fuck this turtle is, dude. Where, do you know where it is exactly? Kev? I feel like I've gone along every cliffside. Is that a cliff overlooking the water? Your 20% revenue dip for not being able to stream? Yeah, it's pretty borderline, dude. Mortgage is expensive, yeah. I've lost a lot of subs not streaming WoW anymore. It's getting to like a potentially dangerous territory. It's not like terrible yet, but I also don't want to wake up with it being terrible. Also, the government taxed my ass out. Big time. Times be tough, dude. It's everyone, though, man. I mean, like, there's a lot of content creators I've known over the years, not just WoW, that have been just saying, just like sub dips and stuff like that. That is what it is, dude. I posted a video on all 3 turtles. Oh, perfect. Wait, something attacking me? Just do tax evasion? That sounds like a good idea. This means you gotta stream WoW again? Don't know if that will really help that much either. That's why I've been saying, like, we need to monetize. I would like to monetize. We need to monetize. Patreon, etc. I have some ideas flowing in my head, but I need time to get them done. Just not very, okay. It's literally just all the way down there. COVID effect dying off, you think? I don't know. I mean, I think it's a lot of, it can be a lot of things, right? So if it's COVID effect, if you're asking just for me specifically, like, WoW is definitely a factor, right? But in general, for like other people that have been having issues, I think that's just like globally affecting Twitch. I think COVID affects one of them. I think price hike for Twitch is one of them too. I think just like inflation all over the world is a thing. I think people move on from Twitch. That one's kind of hard to say. I don't know. It's not like Twitch is dead. I mean, they're still bumping in a lot of areas. But, yeah. Big bust to be made in the next WoW expansion in August. Yeah, but the thing is, we're going to be playing the WoW expansion, right? I'm considering doing my week wars again as like a source of some extra income and stuff, putting it on Patreon, whatever it may be. Or just like linking it to the sub like we used to, you know? Like there's things to do. There's YouTube ideas I have too that I got to do. But the problem is, and like this is the same kind of discussion I've had with Josh, and like he knows too, like if you do a subathon, let's say, right? Which by the way we're going to do soon. Subathons are great for various reasons. One, they're ideally like a nice bump in income temporarily. It brings the community together. We have some fun. We make some funny clips. Blah, blah, blah. But it's dangerous to depend on like temp income like that, right? And it's something like Panda did a lot. Like you do like a subathon like every month. Like I get where he comes from. Oh, where the fuck am I going? I get where he like comes from with that kind of stuff. But if they start to lose their value and it's not sustainable income, that's a problem, right? Like there's a difference between being like, hey guys, we're doing a, you know, every 6 months we're doing a subathon, which is kind of like what we're going to be doing here. But then if people don't like it as much when subathon goes bad, you start doing them more and more frequently, they lose their fun, whatever. That's not the same as like a sustainable, like, oh, I've doubled my sub count because we've grown our community and blah, blah, blah. If that makes sense, you know what I mean? So that's why it's important to have like a good, solid community, which we do here. And, like, a lot of people do. But if you're, like, relying on just, like, wow, I really hope this subathon, someone, like, donates big, otherwise, like, I'm fucked, that's a problem. Because eventually someone's not going to donate big. You know? If I was a streamer or work from home type where it locally didn't matter, you just move to Eastern Europe, visit my family in Romania. Well, it's not that easy for me, right? One, I like Toronto, but that's not the biggest thing. It's just my parents are here, dude. They're not getting any younger. Where the fuck is this thing? They're not getting any younger. Is it off? So, I want to, like, be here with them and hang out. My sister already moved away, right? She's married in London. Obviously with the kids and stuff there. But, yeah. Family do be important for me. Subathons should be based on releases and content. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you can't always match them up, right? And I think there could be different types of subathons. Like, for instance, we did our second subathon, and I'm going to make it an annual thing because I think it's fun, during the holidays. And that was great. Everyone liked it. Was there, like, a particular game launch during the holidays? No. But the theme of it was the holidays. You know, like, Dan does one as well. Dan does one as well for Horror Month, right? Sometimes, obviously, there's a horror game or two that launch during that month, but is it, like, for a particular game? No, he just, you know, it's Horror Month and he's going to stream horror games and it's become super duper popular. Why is this turtle not here? Yeah, they do. Yeah, cabbage. That's why there's so many streamers in Texas. It's for tax reasons. Well, I can make a community guild in WoW. I don't really know what my WoW plans are, honestly, chat, yet, with the expansion. It'll range anywhere from logging into beta in the beginning of August and starting to work on week hours and then playing for a few weeks when the expansion launches to playing it and being like, this is boring, and not liking it for more than a day. I don't know. Check the first comment on the video. Set the time. Oh, it has to be nighttime. And then, bro, what, like, okay, these are stupid. How the hell are you supposed to figure this out? There's no clues for this. It's already enough running around the island, then it has to be nighttime too. I don't even know how I found this the first time then. I must have been lucky. But we will play some WoW. Like I said, at absolute latest, we're going to play The War Within around its launch time. I'm a little disappointed with the launch. I know the guys, I don't mean to, like, I'm just disappointed personally because there's a really big launch literally at the same time, almost at the same time. So I'm not really sure I'm going to handle that yet. But, yeah. This is the worst puzzle. The thing is, like, this isn't even a puzzle. It's just stupid. There's no puzzle to solve here. You just, like, aimlessly run around at the right time of day. What game is it? Wukong? It's like a super anticipated Souls-like. That for, like, months. Maybe more than months. It's just going to be one of those, like, big banger games. Sure, sometimes has, like, 10k plus subs. You drop to below 12 plus. Starts to put subs cheesy incentives. I know this is annoying. It's like 25k a month. Plus, you shouldn't rely on more than a month for unstable salary. Wait, you're saying that they reach outside their need? Or, well, need's the wrong word. I mean, you still have to produce income beyond, like, your need just to survive, right? Like, people are trying to have a good life and stuff. But, like, you mean, like, they don't need to do that, is what you're saying, because they already make so much. Bro, it's still not here. Wait, did I interact with the fucking thing? Oh my god. Damn. Hold up. No, I don't think I did this time. $25k a month is the dream, yeah. That would be nice. Okay. Alright. Let's try this again for the 5th time. Costume. But hold up, we were talking about the Sabaton stuff. Right, so yeah, like, I agree. I think one of the things I like is what Although I do...
Hi.
At least in my... Neon Dude, thanks for the 1-year primer, brother. Congrats on the new badge. Oh, speaking of new badge, by the way, I'm back in touch with Aggie. She had some RL stuff to do, and I was a little doing my own stuff too with travels. She was working on another emote. BT dubs. Just a random update that just reminded me of the congrats on the new badge thing. I like what Tally does with like marathons for game launches. I personally, for my streamer taste, nothing to do with like morally judging him, I think he does it a little too often. But on the flip side, you know what? It works, right? Like I say that, but then people still enjoy it and watch and donate and stuff. So maybe I'm the one who's like out to lunch with frequency. But I do like the concept of like 2 different types of subathons, right? Like you have like a big celebratory subathon like Josh and I have done. A lot of rules. They go like, they potentially can go many days and stuff. And then you have like, as you, there it is. As you said earlier, cheaps. Cheap shot, like you have like a game-centric one, you know. Okay, guys, we're celebrating Wukong launch. WoW expansion launch, etc., etc. Oh, no. Don't do it, horsey. Okay. Telly has a weird cult boomer following. Is that a bad thing? Man, cultist. Wait, what? How's this open? We never killed the 3rd one. Is this just bugged? The 3rd one's supposed to be like all the way up here. That was all of them? Bro, I've only killed 2. You sure? Yeah, 100%. The other one is up here, and you're supposed to jump on the spirit thing. I jumped on it twice for fun, but if they don't spawn until you interact with the tower, I couldn't possibly have killed them, unless I killed them just by jumping on it for fun. I don't know, whatever, doesn't matter. Stupid puzzle. Not the best part of the game, that's for sure. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. What other content does he do in the evenings, Tally? Rips? Oh, you mean his card stuff, yeah. Ronnie's Dark Moon legendary spell. Okay, we're finally done this. Let's get out of here. Are we done with... Thank you, Yoles, by the way, and everybody else for the help on that. Done. Okay, back to the flame of death. Did FromSoft pity fuck us in an update? I mean, you can go back in the VOD 10-20 minutes when I went to kill the Bandit King, the leader of the Black Blades. And then after we like on the way to the jail, I jumped once on that thing for fun. I was like, what's this for again? And then on the way out, I jumped one more time. I was like, oh, I guess it's just to get a nice view. And then once we got to the tower, I was like, oh, right, it was for that. But I never saw or hit a turtle or anything during that entire thing. So unless it just like randomly hit them when you jump in midair. Yeah.
Are you ready to commit a cardinal sin?
Maybe I just by complete accident somehow hit it. But I hadn't interacted with the tower, so if they don't spawn until you do the tower, then yeah, I don't know. No one does the marathons during WoW and other games better, constantly on and plays with viewers. Well, his plays with viewers is just because it's world content, right? Let's be honest here. I mean, I've watched Tally stuff too. Obviously, he's one of my close friends. We're ready.
Very
Here we
well.
go.
Let my hand rest upon you for but a moment.
What do you think that he does that that other people don't do as well, Cabbage, for his marathons? In your opinion? The turtle puzzles are just buggy in general. This is the first one that was like weird. Well, see you. Big Race World First Enjoyer. Those were the days many years ago. They should be better for viewership, this expansion coming up, in my opinion, now that Blizzard is not throwing all the difficulties together at the same time again. Because that was a killer in Dragonflight, man. launching all the difficulties together. It definitely hurt viewership quite a bit. I mean, Race to World first viewership in general was on the decline up to that point, but there was like a steep drop in Dragonflight, and so hopefully it, at worst case scenario levels and just continues at that viewership level leading to the next expansion. If it drops again, that's a big red flag though.
O Erd Tree, you shall burn.
It's not a subathon if you do it too often. I like what Josh did. I think Josh had a good idea too, where he's doing like weekly goals. It's not like really a subathon, but every week he has like some little goals, and if he hits them, kind of like what Minnie was saying for that rich streamer. And if they hit it, he'll do like, you know, like, hey guys, just so you know, if we hit like 100 points this week, we'll do a nasty drink. You know, like things like that.
Thank you for guiding me here.
Why are we burning the tree? Because there's like bramble on the door and we can't enter it otherwise.
The one who walks alongside flame.
I do think so, Doughboy. Well,
shall one day meet the road of destined death.
Historically, yes, but I don't have an educated opinion this time on the release date. Rip. On the release date of the new WoW expansion, because I haven't been playing beta and stuff. Dragonflight was too early, for sure. It was literally publicly admitted by an employee that it was too early. Several. This one, I don't know. This one seems rushed just, again, historically from a timing perspective and how long they're spending in alpha and beta and stuff, but I don't know. Maybe it's just super put together now. Not sure. Wait a minute. Hey, wait a minute. I like the idea of something like weekly goals or daily goals, depending. Yeah, I have some ideas spinning in my head. It's hard to like really sit down and think about them when I'm binge streaming 12 hours a day. Enjoyably, by the way. It's not like, oh, good, I gotta stream. In fact, I probably do it too much for my own good. Like, I do need some time to start working on other content and not just take one day off every 2 weeks, which is spent seeing my parents and going to Costco and then cooking for 2 hours. Oh, I can't wait to set up the kitchen for cooking streams so I can combine my weekly cooking with like hanging out with you guys in the kitchen. And then we can do kitchen porn. You guys remember the first time whoever's played this game, the first time you zoned into the zone, you're like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah, kind of crazy. Kitchen porn, the best kind of porn. Actually, that's not true. Food and sex are gross together. Not a big fan of whipped cream on the nips kind of person. You want to see the Katos eat? Very exciting. I play beta much with lots of issues out there with class design, but it could just be people dooming. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The thing is, we kind of need to define what a ready state for launch for an MMO like WoW is, because it'll never fully be ready. Like, you will never have a perfect balance with every bug in the game squashed and every boss mechanics working properly. It's just never going to happen. So at some point, it just needs to be like, this is the satisfactory level we can now launch with. Dragonflight was not that. I don't know how TWW is going to be. Like I said, I just don't have that information, because I haven't played the beta, really. That's pretty giga high level. But again, if it's anything like past ones, then it sounds a little sketch. It also depends on, like, who's the audience for that, like, which audience are we talking about that, what's it called? That is, that some of the problems exist for, right? If there's issues with, like, balancing some of the classes, especially for, like, top-end play, 90% of the fucking WoW population won't get affected by that, no matter how much they shout on Twitter about it. So that doesn't really matter, right? So if you're a developer in the world, like if you're a developer and you're considering that, at that point it's like, okay, listen, do we delay by an extra 2 months to fucking please the like hardcore raiding crowd and the PvP crowd, or do we just launch and fuck them and they can complain on Twitter? Usually it's the latter, right? But outside of that, I don't know how boss mechanics are. I don't know how boss mechanics are in high level and plus. I don't know how dungeons are. Have they done? I don't think they've done raid testing yet, right? Where's that trinket that was the steel health? I'll try that with these fists. We're already seeing a lot of bugs issues with HC dungeons. Assume they release M plus in 2 to 3 weeks. Yeah, we'll have 5 to 6 weeks to iron out these things. Perhaps 7 days if we're going to fix. Yeah, it just sounds like the same thing, man. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. It just sounds like it's just too early, but people moan and groan and still play it and buy it. So it is what it is. I think the big thing is going to be dude, what was that trinket? I think the bigger thing. This one, no. Bigger thing is going to be the sustainability of this one. Sustainability of content in the world outside of like season launches. That's going to be one of the big things. Actually, 270k, 4k runes. And that's what delves are supposed to fix. Oh, I actually still quite a bit of life from that. Okay. So on my second R1, we get like a pretty chunky return on life. That's pretty good. Wait, that was on the third R1. It's broke. Okay. Look at my goddamn items. Wait, did I put it on kill trinket? Successive attacks restore HP. Okay, it looks like it's on third R1. I lied. Which is okay, I guess. Yeah, see, Cabbage? He's like me, dude. Family oriented. That's the thing. That's just the way we were raised, dude. Costin and I. Very like family and family friend and stuff. Perhaps to a fault in some ways. Seems a bit windy. You need to calm down, right? They need a lot of work based on like 2+ days of testing. No real end game testing. Isn't that a purpose? Right? Didn't they do like pretty limited M+ testing in Dragonflight 2 and everybody was like really emo about it? Remember they only did like weekend testing or something like that? Everyone got pissed about it because well, they were like, how are you going to test things properly and blah blah blah. And then they stuck to their guns because they wanted to keep things as a surprise. Damn it, they dodge your third R1. They dodge your third R1. This healing trinket seems a little whack. It seems inconsistent, but when it does heal, it's a pretty solid chunk. So I want my family to stay and live with your parents, take care of them, so I feel you. Yeah. That's where the forced surprise would have helped tremendously. Wait, you're saying you're in favor of them having limited tested M+? I come to Ohio with Costin? Bro, I was already in Ohio. It sucks. Yeah, but the problem is, right? Wait, there's a boss here. I remember you. Well, it's not a boss, it's like a mini boss.